Hi, Peter Jordan, Westfield, New Jersey Real Estate. Would like to give you some tips so you can avoid some mistakes that buyers often make when buying a foreclosure. The first mistake people make is being seduced by the sticker price. Now, certainly, price you're going to negotiate for any foreclosed home probably going to be significantly less than its value was even just a few years ago. But many of these homes often do require substantial repairs. So even if a house is only a few years old, you can often deteriorate quickly. So unless you're planning on making the repairs yourself, I think you should be prepared to reserve an additional 10% of the purchase price for potential labor costs. A buyer will often see a foreclosure going for relatively cheaply and just assume that since they're buying it as is for that price, that they don't have to do a home inspection, or they'll waive the home inspection, because sometimes they'll get a higher discount if they agree to do that. First of all, if you're considering any time of waiving a home inspection, I would like you to schedule an MRI with your physician immediately. Many of these foreclosure homes are neglected and in a state of disrepair. Not all of them, but many of them are. And so they often conceal the scope of the repairs that are going to be needed. So you should always have a home inspection done, not just on a foreclosed property, but on any property that you're considering purchasing. Many of the inspection issues that are often revealed are damaged roofs, rotting foundations, plumbing, heating, cooling systems, and you can also have environmental issues. Mold, radon, termite, and all of these are going to require often costly remediation. So keep this in mind when you're negotiating the price of the property. And remember, a home inspection is relatively inexpensive. It's around $400, $500, and it's worth the investment. Another mistake you want to avoid is by looking at a foreclosure as a short-term rather than a long-term investment. I mean, if you're looking in today's market to cash in on a quick flip, a foreclosure is probably not going to be for you. Only investors really with financial resources and patience for a long-term real estate investment, as well as homeowners who can afford a fully amortized fixed-rate mortgage, should ever really consider buying a foreclosed property in the current market. Inexperienced buyers often assume discounted prices that are offered on foreclosures will compensate for a location in a less desirable neighborhood. This is not true. And as with any kind of home purchase, your search should always focus on actually the worst homes in the best neighborhoods. And this way you're going to ensure yourself of the highest possible resale value in the future. Lastly, if you find a foreclosure property that you like and you're considering putting a contract in on, request that a title search be done immediately. What you want to ensure is there's no liens on that property resulting from debts such as unpaid mortgages, home equity loans, or even unpaid property taxes. These judgments, which often include late fees, other fines, have to be satisfied before the property can be sold. So make sure that your title is clear before you decide to move forward.